we got a letter from America in June 2006 listing a number of people to be investigated. Atiku was one of them. That letter went straight to AFCC. It was just shown to me because they will not be able to investigate my number 2 without my saying, okay, if we get this letter from America, so be it. And I could not, in good conscience, ask my number 2 to be investigated. But the Americans wrote and asked, among others, that he should be investigated. And that we cannot rule out.
So
no. At that time, politically, I needed to carry him along. But I don't know whether he can go to America now. Do you know? I'm asking you, do you know?
I know he travels.
To where? He travels to where? To Dubai?
Well, I'm sure that if Atiku's team, if they see this video, they will say, that means Baba Yabo has not been truthful with what he said concerning Atiku, because this has been the song APC has been singing. Atiku cannot go to the US. Atiku cannot go to the US. I said, but all of a sudden in 2019, Atiku went to US. He went to the US. Even this 2022, he has gone to the US. So this issue of Atiku cannot go to the US, he has case to settle with the Americans or whatever. It is not even the issue now. But one thing I would like to understand is that from what Obasanjo said, he said he could not give them the opportunity to investigate Atiku. So maybe Atiku, as at that time when he was not going to the US, maybe he was trying to, give way. Not that he couldn't go, because in 2019, it was a different thing altogether. This year, he has been there with his entourage to go and let them know that, yes, I have arrived. This issue of he cannot go to America, because the last time, even up to now, they are telling us that he went under Saraki or under somebody as a aide or whatever. That's why they are trying to say it. But does it really work that way? That's because you are going under somebody's diplomatic passport, then you as a person, your own identity will not be shown. And if you have committed or if you had committed any offense before then, so the whole thing is just shrouded in secrecy, because nobody to be trusted. Whether because Obasanjo did not allow them to investigate him, maybe that is the reason why he could really go, because he has not been investigated. But why, if they want to investigate him, that means there must be something they must have seen. All of these things are not really well tied up. Even all these Western countries, they cannot even be trusted fully. If they want to make fool of you, that is when they will bring us some things, and you think that is just it. So we just have to be careful. All these politicians, you can say, oh, in one way, they try to do what they try to exonerate themselves, they try to get away with whatever they are being accused of. But unfortunately, they still have many baggages. They have many baggages. We can see it. You can use your tongue to count your teeth, because these people, they are very smart, foolishly smart. Not because they are smart or they are so intelligent, but when it comes to wickedness, they are so smart in that area. And like they always say, if you want to eat with the devil, your spoon has to be long. It has to be so long, because as you are catching them from this side, they are sleeping. Before you know, they will go to another area, and we already know their antecedents. No matter how they try to change or to try to paint some issues, these issues are before us. We know it. Just like a Tinubu too, they will try to come up. Oh, he went to school, he did not do this, but he has a lot of baggages. That one baggage is no be here. There's some politicians or this presidential candidates that you can see that maybe they have some kind of baggages, but they can be looked over. You can look the other way, but especially the Atiku and Tinubu, especially that Tinubu, the more you try to look, the more your head will be going back to that same direction. Then you cannot just leave this or remove your eye from this direction. So that is how it is. So, but in Obasanjo's book that he wrote, he said, "My watch that my watch, he said many things there. But it's just that we are in a country where we celebrate the evil, we celebrate mediocre, we celebrate the impunity, we celebrate people who are who are looters, we celebrate thieves. I think that's the best word. We celebrate them just because of a sentiment, because of all manner of sentiments. Eh, After all, you know what? Even now only after this one, you be pointing fingers. We're going nowhere. If you like, let all the household let them have churches. You have churches, even you have a religious houses that you are not doing the right thing. You think that's how God works. So what I'm trying to say invariably, if you like, pray from now to eternity. If you like, begin to see vision. God does not dwell in an unclean environment. No, he said, our sin is like an abomination before him. If you think you can eat your cake and have it, it doesn't work that way. Even that's why you see that some of the countries who are not so religious, who do not even carry religion on their head, things are working well. You know, when you talk about karma or the law of gravity, anything that goes up must come down. This is not spiritual. Anything that goes up must come down. If you throw something up, it will definitely come down. So they work with that principle, and you know it. You don't even need to be a religious person. You know what is good and what is bad. And if you do good, there's a way nature will pay you back. Then if you now know God, you believe in God, you know that God is even behind whatever you are trying to, or the way you want to try to put it. So if you like, pray, if you like, go and do dry fasting, wet fasting, if you don't do the right thing, God will not hear it. He say, if you hide iniquity in your heart, the Lord will not hear you. You just waste of time. Let all these pastors be seen. If we don't do the right thing, nothing will happen. We see evil, we say it is the right thing because it benefits you at that particular time. It benefits you. It does. So you begin to ask yourself, now, APC people are really jubilating. Yes, this, that. But this issue of you cannot travel to USA, that one has been erased. They still have it still has a lot of other baggages. We know that these guys are not truthful. These guys are not sincere. They are not. Unless we just want to try to deceive ourselves or you want to be faithing it. Oh, baby, by God's grace, this person will change. Oh, by God's grace, he will change. He will change, don't worry. Nothing will God will fit do. But you know, say the thing no right, they right too. But you go say nothing will God will fit do. You go go there, you go they look. Because they are not even ready to change. Somebody who is not qualified, you say, okay, maybe on the job, God will help him. Like seriously? Ha. Oh my God. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this matter because it guy be.